Hey guys, it's Super here. So today they have made changes to the beginner Echo Wish, and let me just go through each of these tiers and what I recommend you pick from them. So for the free pool, there actually are some very decent options already, and I would say there are two main ones which you should consider. So the first is Nimble Fox over here, which is Moxie's Echo, but this is actually a really good echo on characters other than Moxie. So you can see it has an attack rate main stat and increases direct damage and internal injury damage. So this is going to be useful on some internal injury related characters. Most notably, this is really good on characters like Tyrell. And if you have a Tyrell, this is a very solid echo for her. And the second option from the free pool, which I would recommend, and this one maybe is the most versatile and probably the one most of you guys will pick, is Bloody Fight. So Bloody Fight is really versatile because of the HP rate main stat, and it also gives max HP in battle and HP burning damage. So even if you put this on a character which doesn't do HP burning damage, this echo is still going to be really good because of the HP rate main stat. You can put this on something like a tank, like your NOV, and it will increase the health of the shields that he gives. Or you can put this on, once again, kind of the purpose of the echo itself, on a HP burning character such as Talis, Penny, Irato, Hazondra, and so on, and get value out of there too. So you can use it as a supporting echo or more of a survivability echo, which is very excellent. So very safe option, and an echo you will likely be using long term into the game. One last niche pick I will mention briefly is Blood Craving over here, which I would say is only really useful on a character like Morikis, who is a bleed damage dealer but also wants a lot of effect hit, so this is a very useful one for her. And besides that, I wouldn't really consider any of these other ones. So let's move on to the advanced pool, and you can see there's a lot more options over here. So first, it has many things in the free pool, so once again you can see this Bloody Fight echo over here, you can see Tyrell's echo over, or rather Moxie's Nimble Fox echo over here, but on top of that you can see there are some other options, most notably Agatha echo, and then all the mythic hero echoes, and then Chelsea's echo here as well. So for this one, I think your options are um, a lot more spread out. Like there's a lot of things which you can get value out of. So once again, it's really not that bad of an idea to pick Bloody Fight once again, or maybe the Moxie Echo once again. But since you do have the opportunity to get one of these echoes, which is much more rarer than the aforementioned ones, I recommend you pick one of those which is not available in the free pool. So for this one, in this case, I would just say that it kind of just depends on what you have. Narit Echo, for example, is really strong, and Narit is a mythic hero, of course, which you will be able to get, so this is something you can consider. If not, you can pick maybe what can be considered a safe pick, which is Nordex Echo, since all beginner players, or basically everyone, is going to be getting Nordex at some point in the game, right? And he's obviously very strong, so making him even stronger with his Echo is not a bad choice at all. Or maybe you can pick Chelsea's Echo, which is going to be useful for any burn damage dealer. So this, once again, is just going to be a very good choice as well. This one's pretty situational and depends on what you have. However, I would say avoid picking something like Brynhild's Echo. She's not really used too much. Melchior's Echo also not really that good compared to the other two. Imakado's Echo, Jenny's Echo also things I would skip. This is Atkins Echo, I would skip as well. And for this one is Nita's Echo, and even though it's actually okay, this Echo for some reason is much more readily available in packs or chests that they give to us for free compared to all these other ones. So I wouldn't really pick this if you can choose one of these other ones, like once again Narit, Nordek, or Chelsea Echo. Agatha Echo is alright, but she kind of needs exclusive 4 and 5 for Agatha to even be useful, and at that point you wouldn't really uh, need her that much to the point where you want her Echo. So in my opinion, not really worth it. Next, let's go to the upscale and the ultimate pool. And I believe these two are the same, so let me just take a quick look to make sure. And yeah, so the upscale and ultimate pool has echoes for basically every limited time hero, I believe. And besides that, has the echoes for many legendary heroes. So I can see Lance Echo here, for example, and some of the newer ones such as Vasily Echo, Kalana Echo, even some of the really new ones like Whale Echo over here. So for this one, once again, pretty situational, and I'll just cover some of the useful echoes that you can consider. Once again, this applies to both the upscale and ultimate pool, which is identical. So for limited time hero echoes, of course, if you do have limited time heroes, then generally you would want to get the echo for that, especially if it's one of the newer ones. So things like Marie Echo, Felicia Echo, Apsara Echo, Boreas Echo, all very solid options. But let's say you don't have any of these limited time heroes, then obviously getting those limited time hero echoes isn't really that great value, with one exception, which is Murong Echo. So Murong Echo is actually really strong as a support echo. You can put this on basically any character or any support, and it will increase the damage and survivability of your entire team. So this is a very good choice if you want it. But if we talk about non-limited time hero echoes, then of course once again you can simply just get the echo for the characters you have. However, I will mention some which are especially important for the specific characters, and that will be, if we look from the top, Oliver's echo is really strong because I believe this is the only echo with shield effect main stat, or one of the few echoes with shield effect main stat. And Oliver is a hero which is very dependent on getting shield effect, which is a stat which is very hard to come by. So if you do need to get or meet the shield effect requirements that he needs, then this is a good choice. Besides that, there's still many other solid ones. Let's talk about perhaps Vasily Echo. If you have Vasily, this echo is basically a necessity because even at 0 stars, which is just one copy, it will give him this cooldown reduction over here, which is essential to maximize his damage. So if you have Vasily, you definitely want to pick this. And let's talk about two more echoes, which in my opinion is amongst the strongest echoes in the game for non-limited time hero characters, which is Kalana Echo and Penny Echo. So both are characters which are used in both PvP and PvE content, and the echoes are exceptionally strong. So for Kalana, the HP rate main stat is of course very useful, but more importantly, it gives tenacity and mastery rest, and also increases speed, which of course in this game is extremely important. So this is a fantastic echo for both PvP and PvE. Of course, you do need to have Kalana to get value out of it, but if you do, this is probably one of the best things you can get. And similarly, for Penny, her echo is really excellent, so increases HP rate, which is good for her of course, increases HP burning damage, but more importantly, you can see reduces skill damage taken by up to 30% for 2 turns, and increases skill damage dealt. So this is, once again, an excellent echo for both PvP and PvE, and exceptionally strong when you do have Penny. So besides that, once again, for echoes, this is a really situational pick. If you have those limited time heroes and you need to make them stronger, of course, do go ahead and pick their echoes. Otherwise, you can consider some of the non-limited time hero echoes I've mentioned, given that you have those characters themselves. So of course, if you guys are struggling to make a decision, you guys can always simply just wait and not actually summon or like claim these echoes yet, and wait for the right time to use them. So that's all we have for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.